Hi there. This is Amy with Amoebus Labs, the makers of Loam Sandbox, out now on the Oculus Quest App Store. So go check it out. It is on App Labs Early Access right now. So when you go to the Quest Store, just type in Loam Sandbox and you'll be able to find us there. Or you can always visit us online at loamgame.com and find a link there. Thank you so much for joining us. Today we are going to be sharing some advanced gardening techniques. So last week we showed you some of the tutorials and basics of Loam. So if you haven't already, go back and check out that video. Today we're going to get a little more advanced. So if you're new to Loam, new to the game, go check out those tutorials to help you see what your first day in Loam will be like. So today I have Nick with me. He's going to be playing in headset, and we have a garden already set up for you so that we can see what gardening is all about and take a look at some of the different plants that we have in Loam. So Nick's just looking around right now, teleporting to a few different places that we have set up. So our first place that we want to show you is the vegetable and fruit garden. So in this area, we have a few of the different vegetable and fruit options that are available in Loam currently right now. We are adding more in the future. So if you have any fruits or vegetables that you just absolutely love to grow and you want to grow them in Loam, let us know by joining us on Discord and going into the suggestions and feedback channel and letting us know what you want to see. So yeah, we're just going to take a look around here. It looks like we have some strawberries growing right here. So we have a few full mature strawberries that Nick just picked. So it looks like when you pick strawberries, you get 4 of them. So that's a pretty good harvest there. And we can see some of the different stages there. So we have some smaller strawberry plants that Nick is watering right now, and you can tell that the plants need to be watered when you see a lighter colored dirt. And if you ever see these little orange sparkly particles coming from a plant, that means that they definitely need to be watered. So go ahead, give them some love, water them so that they'll grow. Awesome. And it looks like right next to it we have the ever popular tomato. You may have seen this tomato plenty of times before. We love this one, showing it off. It was one of the first plants we actually made for Loam back in 2020 when we first were starting development. We wanted to see like what kind of plants we could make, and we're like, a tomato is a good one. Everyone loves a good tomato. So, oh, I am so sorry. There we go. My apologies for not showing you what Nick was seeing in headset. So hopefully you can see him now. Surprise, we're in the garden and we can see the tomatoes that I was just talking about. And Nick, do you want to take a look down at the strawberries there just to give them a little peek about what I was talking about? It's the cute little strawberries. Awesome. And yeah, that's the lighter colored dirt there that I was talking about where Nick's going to water it. And when it's fully watered, it does become a darker colored brown. And as you're watering, you can hear a nice little watering sound and a nice piano tone when your plant is completely watered for the day. Awesome. So it looks like tomatoes, you get 6 crops, which is awesome. Again, you can sell all of those or you can save them and you can plant them. So Nick, do you want to show them what it looks like to plant a tomato crop? Awesome. So you get out your shovel, you tap twice into the ground, pull out one of your tomatoes and drop it in. Awesome. And then, yep, then you water it. Awesome. So every time that you plant a new plant, whether it be a crop or a seed, or you pull up a plant and you're just moving it to a different area, you want to make sure to water it. Just like real life, they get like that shock to them. So we want to make sure that they are receiving enough water to grow and flourish. So yeah, he's watering it again because it looked like it was the dirt was a little bit dry. Some plants need to be watered every day. Some of them need less watering. Some of them only require you to water every, 3-4 days, depending. So when it's daytime again, awesome. We'll have Nick show us what it looks like, or what the journal looks like, where you can find information about your plants. So like we went over in the beginner's guide, you can see the different tutorials in your journal, and you can also see information about your plants. So we have quite a bit of plants out right now, so you're going to see a lot of plants inside of your journal. So you just got to flip through them until you get to the one that you want. For this particular one, this is a celebrity tomato. Fancy. And again, I'm not great at pronouncing the scientific names of things, so you'll just have to read it and imagine that I'm saying it. But yeah, we have our celebrity tomato. It is a fruit. I know tomatoes are a little bit iffy. Is it a fruit? Is it a vegetable? Our scientists who we've checked with says it's a fruit, so we're going with the fruit. I'm not going to argue with them. So the growth cycle for this is going to be 2 days. So every 2 days, it goes on to the next stage within that plant's life. So moving down that list, we have a harvest count. So you can harvest the tomatoes twice. So you get 6 with each harvest. So you'll have a total of 12 tomatoes. So keep that in mind. Some of them you're going to want to sell, and some of them you're going to want to pocket. So just think about that as you're going through. And then with the water for this particular one, you're going to want to water it every 2 game days. So awesome. Thanks, Nick. And moving over from the tomatoes, we have our cucumbers. Again, we see a couple of different stages here. We have a young cucumber plant. Actually, we have a sprout cucumber plant. So when you first plant a seed, you're going to see itty bitty sprouts for every single one of our plants. And then as the days progress, you're going to see them get larger and larger. So they'll have like a young stage, a budding stage, and then a mature stage. So for our vegetables and our fruits, that's going to be when you get the actual fruit or vegetable, so like a cucumber. And when you plant flowers, you're going to see the mature plant as the flowering plant, which is very pretty. I personally love flowers. I don't know. Are you guys more like, do you like fruits and vegetables, or do you like flowers? Let me know. I'm curious because I know like I love the flowers, Annie loves fruits and vegetables. Everyone has a difference of opinion. So and yes, okay, Dinner for One commented, if it's a seed or if it carries seeds, it's a fruit, right? I don't know. We're gonna have to have someone fact check that for us. But let us know, Dinner for One, if you find out what the truth is, because we're always curious to know more plant facts. Awesome. So getting back to what Nick is seeing, it looks like we are watering some of our tallest plants, which are the corn. This is a great crop to grow if you are looking for something that just towers over you, has a really pretty like look and texture to it. Like I feel like you can almost like grab that piece of corn and like just chomp right down on it. We don't have eating in our game quite yet, but I mean, if you guys give us comments and say you want it, maybe we'll look into getting it. So let us know. By commenting in Discord under the feedback section. Let's take a look at some of the comments. All right, Annie says, I like planting fruits and veggies at home, but I also love flowers in Loam. I can't keep flowers alive as well at IRL, which is so true. Planting in loam is so much easier than doing it at home. For any of you home gardeners, you'll know that they're a little bit finicky. Like you definitely need sunshine and like lots of water and like just the right conditions, which is amazing. How did plants ever grow in the wild without our care and attention? Like, we can pay attention to it and then kill them immediately. But lucky for you, plants are not as finicky in loam, and it's always sunny in loam. So you're always going to have enough sun to grow any of the plants that you want. So that's good. And let's see, dinner for one says, I was going to say seeds on the inside, but then that would not include strawberries. That's so true. And I've heard this as well, that bananas are berries and strawberries are not berries or something like that. Again, someone's going to have to fact check that for me, but something weird is like bananas are berries. So fun fact for you, we don't have bananas in the game yet, but when we do, we'll definitely let you know what's what. Awesome. So Nick's just making his way around the garden, and it looks like he got some potatoes. Those are fun little tubular plants. If you are really interested in plant facts like we are, definitely check out our TikTok channel. Nick, who you see playing right now, runs our TikTok, and he likes to do Fun Fact Fridays. So every Friday you learn a new fact about a plant or critter, so that just everyday knowledge. If you're really into trivia and you like winning gift cards at the bars and restaurants that you do trivia at, this is definitely a good way to learn information in a fun way. So yay, learning something while we play games. So Nick's just watering our carrots right now. It looks like we have very nice. Again, carrots were one of the other first plants that we created. So we did tomatoes and carrots, which I just absolutely love these carrots. They have like a nice little notch in them. They look really crunchy and delicious. Awesome. And he's just taking his harvests that he's gotten so far and putting them in his backpack so that we can go make some souls later. So let's see. And you can lay out your garden however you want to. One of the things that I really love to do is make it look like an actual farm would look, like where you plot out so that it's in like nice even rows, so that I know, okay, like this is where all of my radishes are. This is where all my carrots are. Some people are way more chaotic with that than I am, but hey, to each their own. So it's always good to see what you've created. Awesome. Yeah, the little radishes, so cute. I love the color change on them. Like goes from white to like a beautiful magenta red color. Awesome. So cute. And luckily for us, you can stack items in your backpack so it doesn't fill up as quickly if you have, multiples of the same item. So you can see like he has 2 or 3 carrots stacked together, so it's not taking up 3 separate slots. It's all in one slot so that it's easy to carry it around and sell your items and get more of them. Awesome. This is our red leaf lettuce. For all of you salad people, this is a good one. Gorgeous. Awesome. He's got some empty little slots there. It looks like he's harvested to its maximum potential for that particular plant, but you can always buy new plants and put them in those holes right there. Overnight, those holes do fill in, so just be a little bit cautious of that. I would highly advise, as you're going through and planting, have your seeds on hand. So if like nighttime comes around and you've like dug all these holes but they're completely empty, unfortunately all the holes are going to fill in overnight. So I don't want anyone to get too disappointed if they've done all this work and they're like, oh, I really wanted to plant stuff. Like, just bring your seeds along with you and like do just dig and then plant your seeds like before the sun sets. And you can usually tell when the sun is about to set if you just look up in the sky. If it's nice and like a nice blue daytime color, you're fine. Like, you got a little bit of time. But once it starts getting to like this purple pink color, which if Nick looks up in the sky, you can kind of tell that, all right, it's starting to get a little bit dark out and the moon's popping up. Like, you want to make sure that you fill in those holes so that you're not disappointed if the fun for you is digging holes, then, go for it by all means. Dig as many holes as you want to. I quite like that sometimes. Awesome. So let's go to a different part. If Nick looks to his left, right? Okay. Awesome. Let's go to this one. I just wanted to show you some of the things that you could do with your flowers. And one of those things that you can do is make a rainbow pattern with them. So we have a ton of different colors of flowers that you can grow. So here's a variety of them. We have way more than this. So in the game right now, we currently have like high 20s different plants, and we're adding more. So definitely, if you have any you want to see, let us know, or check back when we have new ones out there. But we'll just go down here on your left. These are the Dolly Parton rose. So Dolly Parton has a beautiful, like, orangey red color rose. We are big fans of Dolly Parton at Amoeba Slab. So if you don't know, now you know. Dolly Parton, she's great. So we had our rose. We chose the one that was named after her. And it is a rose that you can get in real life. So if you are curious and you love roses as much as I do, definitely check it out. I have seen that they're sold out most places. Every time I've looked, they're sold out. So if you see them, um, let me know and I'll buy them. Ooh, dinner for one said you mentioned bananas. What about other tropical fruit? Pineapples, mangoes, etc. That would be awesome. And I think that you'll actually be very happy to know that we are going to be having one of those fruits that you named in the game soon. So you'll have to check back and we'll let you know when it's ready. But yeah, definitely. I like the tropical fruit. Coconuts, yes, yes. That make it feel like we're at the beach. I could really use that right now because it's like a little bit, middle of winter, you kind of get a little bit sad from being inside and it being cold and kind of nasty out. So I would love to go to the beach. So I would love that if we could do that in Loam. So I will definitely bring that up to some people. Awesome. So Nick is just watering a few of our newer plants that we have here. So we have our Asiatic lilies, which are going to be our orange lilies. Beautiful, beautiful. Awesome. Right next to it, we have marigolds. I could not leave them out of this rainbow scene over here because they have just the most beautiful transition from like a deep orange to a yellow color. And I think they work perfectly if you're looking to bring together different colors in your garden. I think this one, it just really like transitions well from your orange to your like yellow. Then we have our daffodils. We live here in Georgia, and daffodils are coming up because we're getting a false spring right now. And I know, like, anytime we see daffodils, we're like, this is the first sign of spring. Everyone gets so excited. So we got daffodils here. Very cute. And then this is our sage. So we do have a lot of different different herbs in the game. We do have a mint plant. We have sage. We have basil. Just a lot of different greenery that you can add to your areas. Sage is a awesome little herb to add to any fairy garden that you might want to make in Loam. We're not Today's stream is solely about flowers and plants and all the things that you can grow, but check back next week because we will be doing some decorating and we're actually going to be using this exact same scene. So I want to just show you we left a gap there, so you see this like large gap. Next week we're going to be filling up that gap with some of the decorations that we have. So it's something to think about as you're gardening. Consider where you could potentially add different pieces of decor. Of course, when you're playing, you can garden and decor at the same time, or decorate at the same time, not decor. You can garden and decorate at the same time when you're first getting started. in order to make enough money to decorate, you do need to do a little bit of gardening so that you can harvest your plants and sell them for more to buy more things. But just think about future. What do you want that area to look like? And one of the things I want is a beautiful walkway down the center so that you can kind of like look left and right and see all of your beautiful flowers. So just think about that while you're digging your holes. It will help save you time. So awesome. Let's see the last few plants here. We have a delphinium, which is a beautiful blue color. So gorgeous. Then we have our ornamental onions. So onions sound like, I guess these could also be in our fruit and vegetable garden, but when you think of onion, you're like, you don't think of like a beautiful flower, but the allium, the ornamental onions have just like the absolute gorgeous purple bulbous look to them. They're made up of a bunch of different flowers and they just make a really pretty bulb up top, but then they also have that onion down below. So it's practical and beautiful. So I highly recommend those for your in real life garden, but also in your loam garden because they are pretty. And then we have our tulips, which are another spring flower that you might see popping up around you in the next couple of months. Yeah. We have pink varieties right now, but hopefully we'll be adding some colors to them so that you can really blow it out and make your entire garden like a tulip garden if you want that. Awesome. So that's our rainbow garden. Like I said, we have a lot of different flowers that you could add to your rainbow garden. So if you wanted like more variety, or you wanted to change out one plant for a different one, we have those. So you can make any color garden that you want to. Awesome. And then if we go towards the house, like directly behind, right over there. Perfect. I wanted to show you this area. Just to show you another thing that you could do, which is make a garden that's all one color. So like I said, we got a lot of different colors, and this particular one is a red garden. So we have, and some of them are bloomed. Okay, so we have our roses. We also have poppies and geraniums, which are all red. And I think it just makes a beautiful contrast to that green color. With gardens, you usually get quite a bit of greens. And I like having that like pop of color, depending on what kind of feel you're going for. With this one, with the red, we were kind of going for like a sunsetty color. So we chose the red so that when you're standing back and you're looking up at the sky and the sun setting, you kind of get that flaming burning look. So Nick's just changing the day. He's getting a little impatient. He's like, I want my garden to grow a little bit faster. So he's like, water, water, water. Okay, change the day. Let's see some of these grown. The one thing that I love about the poppies is they kind of like look like a Venus flytrap almost, or like that little mouth. It's super cute. Those are the buds for the poppies. Also gorgeous. And the poppies, if I'm not mistaken, they have 7 crops. So you can pick your harvest, and then you can just add a ton of poppies all over the place by burying some of those flowers there. That's very cool. Nice. Oh, beautiful. I love these roses. They are just absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, and you can place the crops around your garden as well if you wanted to do like a little bit of decor. They kind of have a mind of their own, like whether or not they stand up depending on like the direction that you throw the bubble, but you can do a little makeshift decor by just using the crop that you have there. And then he's just making more rose plants. They are very lucrative. And actually, one thing I wanted to mention today, if you check our release updates channel on Discord, you'll see that we just put out a new version of the game today, and it is version 0.16.4. And I think you'll all be happy to know that we increase the sell prices of some of these crops, so you can make a little bit more money each time you sell some of the crops, and then you can buy more decor. So hopefully that gives you a little bit more freedom to do what you want and make your garden beautiful. Awesome. So next stop, I want to go over to the shrub area on the other side of the house. So we have a few shrubs here that definitely need to be watered. You can tell because they're looking a little wilted. So just like in real life, they'll wilt a little bit. So we have our coleus, which Nick, why don't you bend down there just to like give us a closer look? Oh yeah, those are beautiful. So for those of you who know what coleus is, it is just like the most beautiful ornamental like shrub, and it has many different colors, and the colors that we chose are the pink with the green around the sides, which is just absolutely gorgeous. You can get a lot of different color variations of these. So maybe we'll add those later. I don't know. But yeah, for right now, you get like this ornamental shrub that is not just green, but also like a pink color to it. So then right next to that, we have our hosta. So this is the small leaf Catherine hosta. This is it's almost a mature plant. It's one stage below, so it does get just a little bit bigger than what you see here. But one of the cool things that you can do is create like a different levels of your plants by having them grow to a certain stage at a certain time. So like sometimes you might want just a plant that's just a little bit smaller because it gives like a nice depth to the garden that you have going on there. So there's the hosta, and then right next to that we have the lady fern. So this one, again, just like a great one to use in a woodland type of themed area or any place that you just need a little more like a lush jungly look to it. So I love that one. Again, this one's not quite mature, so it does get a little bit bigger, but gives you an idea of what the look is. Awesome. Beautiful. Great. Over here, over to the right there, we have some of our taller plants. So just to show you some different sizes, that is going to be a young sunflower. So cute. It's just a little like 3-foot sunflower right now. It's going to grow up to be big and tall. And then over to the left there, you have the different stages. You have a budding one, and then you have one that's fully flowered. So yeah, you can go over to the other side and take a look at it. The plants grow in different directions so that you can have like a good view from any angle that you come in at it from. Next to that, we have canna lily, which is just absolutely gorgeous. They grow like weeds. These particular canna lilies in our game, they are a money maker. So just a little tip if you want to make a lot of money fast, plant these. They're also beautiful. That one definitely needs to be watered. There we go. Great. And then let's go inside, Nick, and show them how to make money and how to buy more seeds. Cool. So you go into the shed and you go to the comm console, the communications console, and you can go to catalog area and search for some of the new seeds here. So you can scroll through the list of all the seeds that we have in all of the seeds that we have in the game right now. So we have quite a few Awesome. Dinner for One says that music tone is making me sleepy. Oh yeah, this game is nice and relaxing. We want to have a lot of different feelings in the game of like a calm, relaxing experience. I think everyone has been feeling a little bit like, anxious and, needs something to calm them down and make them feel at home. So we wanted to create a very relaxing experience for you to enjoy and have fun in. Yeah, Nick's just scrolling through some of the decor there. So let's get to selling some of these things. Let's see what they're worth now. Now that the prices have gone up. Awesome 32 for all of those cucumbers. Whoa, carrots. Carrot prices have gone up quite a bit. We got we wanted to make it worth your while to plant something that you only really get one harvest out of. So carrots are worth quite a bit of money now. Awesome. And let's go buy some seeds, Nick. We'll show you just a few. We'll plant just a few seeds. And they'll be there next time when we're back next week to decorate this space. They'll be here. So let's pick out some pretty ones. Yeah, dahlia. Those ones are gorgeous. Geranium, good pick. And let's do lavender. Speaking of sleepy, Dinner for One, lavender. That will calm you down a bit. Awesome. Where's he gonna pick? Some lavender, some dahlias, and then don't forget to water them. Awesome. So let's take a look around. We'll go to sleep. Okay. Take a look around, see what we have here. Beautiful, beautiful. So next week, when you come back, you'll see all of these full grown, and then we are going to decorate this space. So let us know what you want to see, and we'll add it to our stream next week. Awesome. So we'll leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining, and we'll see you next week. Bye.